Gaining teaching experience as a grad student or a PhD student, how you can go about it, and some tips to get you started. Now, first of all, as a caveat, if as part of your program you already have a teaching load allocated to you, which may be the case for some programs, isn't the case for all, it's something that you probably won't have to do any extra placements or any extra teaching responsibilities. However, there are still areas of this which I would encourage you to gain more experience in. First of all, it's trying to get some form of supervision experience, whether that's master's students, undergraduates, whether it's different independent research projects or students helping you out. And basically, you're evidencing that you can supervise students, which does go some way for that next rung of the ladder after your PhD when you're applying for postdocs. It's certainly a helpful step or a helpful string to add to your bow. Now, outside of that, when you're looking at the full overview of teaching, you have the delivery, you have assessment and feedback, and you have design. Now, generally speaking, the assessment and feedback and the teaching will be part of your. Now, within teaching, you typically have three core areas. You have your teaching, your assessments, and then you have the design. Now, particularly in HE, those first two areas are elements that will be more part and parcel of what you do. However, that last area, the curriculum design, try to get as involved with that as you can do. So that's not just deciding on how you're going to present the material to the students, what structure you're going to use in terms of workshops, labs, etc. It's how you're planning the overall look of that module. If you have an opportunity to evidence some form of curriculum design, and particularly when you're consulting with other members of staff on how they're generally approaching the modules, that will go a long way in evidencing your experience. Now, if you haven't got teaching as part of your program, these are some tips that you can use to potentially gain some more experience. Now, you can look for teaching assistant roles. Hopefully, if they're a shout out, that should be a paid role. But in the cases they aren't, you might just approach a member of staff and ask them, is there any elements of their teaching load that they would like to have support with, or that they potentially have you delivering some of the sessions, whether that's formally giving you the entire module or part of a module and the assignments and design and all those elements as well. Or is it more of an informal setting where they're going to get you to come in, deliver a couple of presentations, a lab session, or whatever, and that's how they're going to approach it? Equally, you have other opportunities outside of your institution. You have roles that are called visiting lecturers or guest lecturers. Outside of that, you can also teach in places like colleges and schools where you can potentially go in and deliver some lessons or some sessions as more of a, again, teaching assistant style role, or signing up for various different programs. And that's just one way of getting this core experience that's really useful post PhD. But if you have any questions, please drop a comment and like and follow for more. Thank you very much for listening.